Hi, Allie.
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, not too bad.
Nice to meet you today. Thanks for agreeing to have a little chat with me
Okay.
and tell me a few things about yourself, whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, what has been some of the details of your life, some part of the history, or where you were born, where you were raised?
I kind of grew up back and forth between New Brunswick and BC. I graduated when I was 16 in Comox. And I spent some time, just doing odd jobs after I graduated. I worked in a bingo hall for a while, that kind of stuff. And I met somebody, and I had my first daughter when I was 18. And worked in a superstore for a while doing that and raising her.
And was that here on the West Coast? BC?
Yeah, actually it was in Courtney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On the island.
And things went kind of south between her father and I after the first year. Things didn't work out very well. We were young, had some differences.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved with my daughter, and we kind of moved on with life a bit. And I ended up letting her go back and live with him for a while when she was about 5, because I was working in bars and I wasn't doing good. It was bad hours. I wasn't home enough. So I let him take her for a while. And then I had 2 more children after that with somebody that I met when I was working in the bar. And we ended up moving back to New Brunswick, where I was born. We stayed there for almost 15 years, and I had a business. I was working as a self-employed contract cleaner. I started out working for a doctor and his wife, doing private cleaning for them, and then took on some more clients, and it went really well. I was making really good money, and my son is autistic, and when he was 15, I decided to move him back out here to BC with me because he hadn't gotten diagnosed yet, and in New Brunswick they don't have the funding to do a lot of the things that they do out here. And he was born here, so I brought him back out here to get all of that taken care of for him. And I continued working as a cleaner and was doing okay for a while, but things got kind of out of control. I lost some money, and I started drinking again, actually. And I lost my house and my business. Things just went really bad.
So that was mostly due to starting to drink again?
Part of that. I had some problems with the police, and I couldn't seem to get myself sorted out. It was mostly stuff that probably I should have been able to work through, but I wasn't really smart about getting a good lawyer or knowing what to do with I had never been in trouble like that before. And I really didn't know how to handle it. So things went really badly. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was a snowball effect. One thing went wrong and then it just snowballed. But after I lost my house, I ended up moving out here, which is where we were when all of it happened. And I moved around for a while. I was in the Okanagan. I went to Penticton and Kamloops and lived in both of those places for a while. And I just kept having problems everywhere I went. So I ended up eventually coming here to Vancouver. That was almost 10 years ago. I've been here ever since.
And you brought your kids with you, or?
No, I didn't. They're all adults. They were doing better without me at the time, so I decided to go and let them kind of figure out themselves, because they were adults and it was time for them to figure some things out. I couldn't help them anymore.
And like you said, they were adults, so
Yeah. But I don't know. I've been in Vancouver for almost 10 years now, and it's nice. I'm not working anywhere right now. It's been a bit of a struggle. I ended up downtown, and I ended up using too, actually.
You ended up using?
Yeah.
What was your drug of choice?
Yeah, I use Downs.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna quit soon. I've been on it for quite a while, and I don't really want to stay on it. Trying to figure out a way to get off of it is hard because they have programs for it, but some of the programs don't work as well as they say they do. Like, for instance, they have the methadone program, but that drug is even harder to get off of than the heroin is.
Right.
And I don't want to end up on something that I'm never going to get off of. I know people who have been on that stuff for 30 years and they're still taking it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to kind of wean off it my own way. I think I'm ready to. It's been a long time.
Oh, good. So, but you're just saying you're not quite sure how to do it because the programs don't quite.
I'm homeless too right now, and that means I'm around a lot of people who are also using, and it makes it a little bit more difficult too because you get into a kind of a niche where you're around other people that are doing the same thing, and they expect you to hang out with them and behave the way you always do, you know.
Right.
So it's a little bit difficult to get away from. But I'm looking for my own place.
Are you staying in shelters then for now?
Yeah, I am for now. I've been staying with a friend for the last few months, but it's a small house, so I decided to move into a shelter for a while to clear some space. And that was actually just a few days ago that I did that. And it's okay. You got to watch your stuff because there's people who steal.
Yeah.
but as long as you're careful about keeping your stuff locked up, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but you feel like you're ready to move along
Yeah.
from where you're at.
Yeah, and I mean I'm on the list for housing, and they have offered me housing in a few places, but the places they offered me housing in were really not nice places. And if you take the housing, then they won't look for anything else for you after that. They
Okay,
consider
so
you
then-
taken care of, and that's it.
Oh, and
So I
are they
refused the housing for SROs.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are some nice SROs, but the ones that I've been offered aren't nice.
Oh, okay. So you're going to hold out for a nicer one.
I'm trying to get something maybe out of the downtown area too.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if you get into a treatment center, if you find the right course of action for treatment, then that can come with some housing initially and then second stage housing and things like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much. They have modular housing that they started building modular housing just before COVID started, and they quit the program because of COVID. And I don't know if they're going to start it up again, but I'm hoping they do because it was a really good program.
Oh yeah, let's hope so. So your hopes then are to start a new chapter.
Yeah, that's right. I guess well, I broke my hip, and I was in the hospital, and it took 4 days for them to do the operation, but I'm healing really well, really fast.
Oh good.
And I'm kind of glad about that because I was thinking about starting to clean again just before that happened, and of course I broke my hip, and I'm looking for this operation, and I was in so much pain, and I was thinking, oh my God, there's no way I'll ever be able to work as a cleaner again.
Right.
But I actually think I might be able to do it again now because of how quick I've been healing. It'd be kind of nice if I could get back into doing that again. It was something I was good at. So.
And that would that have to go hand in hand with going through recovery or finished with recovery?
Well, I definitely have to be on a program of some kind.
Yeah.
Trying to be sober is definitely a thing that you want to be.
Before doing a business, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be more successful.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. And what about your children? Do you keep in touch?
I haven't
they
been in touch with them
around?
very much, but I'm going to change that too. I'm starting to come out of, I'm starting to enter a different chapter of my life where I'm ready to kind of move on and sober up and start doing things the way I used to. So, I'm ready to get in touch with them again and kind of move on with life, and hopefully they'll be okay. It's going to be a little bit difficult. It's been a few years since I've been in touch with them.
How many years?
Oh, close to 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I wish you.
I was
definitely the
very
best with
embarrassed and
that.
ashamed when I couldn't take care of them the way I wanted to, and I had a hard time with that. So I just couldn't make myself talk to them.
Yeah. You just weren't at that place, and you felt bad about that.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope you are able to, make that connection again. That it all goes well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All I can do is reach out to them and see if they're ready to have me in their life.
Right.
They're good kids. I'm sure that we'll be able to work something out.
Yeah, sounds good. Good to hear that. All right. So, Allie, thank you very much for speaking with me. I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet you. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to try and help you out. And I hope things go well with you going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.